Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Nike MX1 Cacao Wow. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike MX1 Cacao Wow shoes, and this pair is in a men's UK size 9, US 10, Euro 44, Brazil 42, 28 cm, and it's in a women's US size 11.5, and this pair is in the brown, Baroque Brown, black, vintage green colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up the box lid. Now let's peel back the wrapping paper to reveal the Nike MX1 Cacao Wow. Now let's pop out the left shoe first and focus on it. So just setting the box to the left hand side of the tabletop and giving you a look at this Nike MX1 Cacao Wow. And let's do a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear look of the shoe. And now taking a close-up look at the details of the shoe so we can see an overall green and brown upper design. And we can see the different panels or layers with the different materials as well. So quite obviously with the fuzzy or coarse nap of the suede for the mudguard or uppermost layer of the shoe. So giving you a look at that brown mudguard with the very coarse suede nap or texture. And then of course right below it we have the Baroque Brown underlayer, and below those two layers is that vintage green textile vamp. And giving you a look as we slowly move towards the midfoot or quarter of the shoe. So once again we see the multiple colors and layering of the different materials. So giving you a close-up look at that Nike swoosh. With a very fine nap finish. So you can see it does appear to be a very fine nap suede. So you can see the varying textures once again with the textile, coarse suede and very fine short nap suede. And of course we do have that black midsole and of course the Max Air unit. And as we move towards the back, you can see the Nike swoosh in black and the Air lettering or wording underneath it. So we can see it is embroidered in black, the Nike swoosh, and the Air in vintage green. And as we move towards the inner side of the shoe, so once again, those varying layers and details and textures. So back towards the front or tip or toe of the shoe. And giving you a top-down look so you can see that fuzziness of that suede mudguard in brown. And now taking a look from the front or tip or toe of the shoe and slowly moving towards the back. And of course taking a look at the tongue. So you can see the tongue does have a square patch label with the Nike swoosh and Amex underneath it. And with the laces, there's some fine details with the appears to be green as well as brown. Against that black overall colour. And with the tongue. And taking a look at the back, it does have a very fine weave finish or lining. And let's pop out the paper stuffing in it so we can take a much clearer look inside of the shoe and its details. So right there, the back of the tongue for this Nike Amex 1 Cacao Wow. And of course the inside details as well, so we can see the materials sticker or composition label on the insole right there. And with the ankle and heel collar bolstering or padding, does have a light to medium level of bolstering or padding right around. And we can see that the lining in the Baroque Brown consistent with the lining at the back of the tongue. And on the heel part of the insole we can see the Nike swoosh in Baroque Brown against that vintage green overall colour for that sock liner or insole. So just tucking the laces or just leaving it out, giving you another look right there. And now tucking the laces back in, just so you have a clearer look at the upper of the shoe. And now taking a look at the bottom or sole of the shoe. So you can see the overall black colour or full black colour and the tread blocks for this rubber sole of the Nike Amex 1 Cacao Wow. And we can see the Nike swoosh as well as the Air branding on the back part of the sole. And to give you some sense of the texture, of that sole. And now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you some sense of the shoe's stiffness, flexibility or firmness. and just puffing the shoe back in shape. And now let's take a look at the right shoe, so setting the left shoe down and in the background as we bring the box back in the middle of the frame. And pop out the right shoe. And of course, let's do a 360 rotation so you have that full and clear look before we take a closer in look at its details. So once again, we see the brown, Baroque Brown, black, vintage green colourway. And of course, taking a close-up look at its details. So once again, you see the way the light plays against the various surfaces and textures of the upper of the shoe. And of course, the Max Air unit that was first introduced in the Nike Air Max in 1987. And once again we see that full black rubber sole and the Nike Air branding towards the back. Now of course, taking a look around the inside details of the shoe, at the back of the tongue. Let's pop out the paper stuffing. And taking a look at this side, behind the tongue with its label. And seeing the very dark insides of the shoe. So right there, giving you an overall look of this right shoe of the Nike Air Max Cacao Wow. And now let's take a look at the pair together, side by side. And for the front to the back. Directly from the back. And the soles of the shoes. So that's the Nike Air Max 1 Cacao Wow. Thanks for watching and happy walking!